Hello everyone, my name is Zipron and welcome to another episode of Redstone Trickery. Today I'm going to talk about furnace arrays. I saw someone on my server working on an automated furnace setup, and yeah, I was inspired by it and I wanted to make some cool machinery with it. So that's what I did today. I'm going to show you everything I came up with. I hope you enjoy. As always, I would like to remind you that all feedback and likes are much appreciated. And now let's jump right into it. This is just a very basic setup to explain you what is going on. When you have a furnace, if you insert smeltable items from the top, they get inserted in this slot. If you insert fuel from the side, it gets inserted in this slot. And once it's done, hoppers from beneath the furnace will pull items, smelted items, out into the chest. That's the basic. Now let's move on to this one. This is some automated distributing setup. It's just furnaces stacked beside each other. I have some hopper minecarts over here. This one will distribute any smeltable items. This one will distribute fuel. This one will pull items out, and this one will insert them into a chest over here. So let's quickly grab some, for example, cobblestone, some coal, and I will insert cobblestone over here, coal over here, and you can see things are going. You can already notice one issue. The hopper minecart over here will pull about, we can watch it, 2 items each time it passes, and pass 1 to the hopper beneath. So actually only the 2 first furnaces are used. That's not really useful, but it works. Smooth stone is coming in over here. So I was thinking, I basically want to fill up this and this hopper minecart with enough coal and enough smeltable items to distribute over the whole length of the furnaces. So that's what I came up with, and that is this little setup. Let's quickly look what happens. Hopper minecart arrives at the filling station, waits there for amount of time, and departs. Now, what this setup is, it's pretty easy. When the hopper minecart passes from here, this this rail gets switched, and it will arrive at the filling station. Let's quickly grab some. Yep, some of this. Oh, I already had some wool. Okay, good. It will arrive at the filling station, it will get filled for a certain amount of time, and it will depart. Now you can see from the moment the minecart passes on this detector rail, this one gets unpowered for a certain amount of time, and then it gets powered again, so the cart can depart. Now this is done with a basic RS NOR latch timer, a pulse extender, I could say. This one, let me quickly grab a button to illustrate it. So this button pulse is the same as a minecart passing on that one. This triggers the RS NOR latch, which unpowers this thing. Let me quickly show that again. Like this. And in the meantime, this is the pulse extender. It will just take this torch. Once it's activated, it will wait for a certain amount of time, and it will go to the same block, so it gets deactivated. That's a basic pulse extender. So yeah, using this mechanism, I can keep the cart for a certain amount of time, get it filled up, and send it away with, for example, now with this timing. Let me quickly check. 6 repeaters. I get 22 items. this is the main idea I'm going to use in the next machine. Okay, we're here at the first machine I made using the trick I explained over there to keep the minecarts longer at the station. Now I've built two variants on that one. I have one over here, this is the big one, and I have one over here, this is the small one. You don't have a loop over here, the minecart just gets sent away back. Anyways, this looks pretty intimidating, I can believe, and it's not that difficult to understand because it's mostly things stacked together which make it really big and yeah, kind of ridiculous when speaking of redstone, but it's really easy to understand. Let's take a look at these chests first. You insert smeltable items over here, fuel over here. Let's start with the fuel. It gets pulled into here. This is the filling station. This minecart gets filled up. I have no fuel in there, so nothing happens, and it will just make around this circle, arrive back at the station. Now let me quickly, yeah, this is the best way to show it. It passes on these hoppers. These hoppers are pointed at furnaces and they get filled with fuel. Now you can combine many fuel, of course, different types. That's no issue. So yeah, that's the way to fill up the furnaces with fuel. Same actually happens over here with the smeltable items. They go into here. This is the other setup. Let's just follow the cart. It makes a loop. Goes over there and returns. Now I made this in a loop setup because I thought it looked cool. There's no need of making it go around. You can easily just stack everything on one line, which I will show you later in this video. So we had the fuel filling up, how is this called again? The smeltable items, and let's just watch what happens over here. I have a hopper minecart looping under the furnaces, so once they have smelted something, this hopper minecart will pick it up, put it into this hopper conveyor belt beneath, and everything will go to this item elevator, which is just a basic item elevator. There's nothing fancy about it. It's not even that good, but I built it this way because I didn't have a lot of space. So yeah, that's the idea. Again, this looks very intimidating because I stacked many things beside each other, which isn't really necessary. Now there are a few issues with this design. For example, what if I insert in this chest something like a non-fuel item? Let's say, well, let's say an iron ore. Iron ore will go in here and will get distributed to, well, if it's one, it will get to this setup, so it will end up here. At first nothing will go wrong, but then things go like this. Iron ore, say it's over here, and it's jammed up because everything that all the fuel that comes after this iron ore won't get pushed into the hopper, into the furnace, because it's not a fuel. So yeah, the system is jammed. That's one issue. Second issue is when I insert, for example, one stack of items in here, like this. I can show you. It's going now. Items will get distributed, and one stack divided by that's 32 furnaces. That means 2 items per furnace in total. But each furnace uses a coal, so it's not that efficient, because yeah, you use one coal to smelt 2 items and then it's done. So it uses a lot of fuel, which isn't that nice. I mean, coal is precious, blaze rods are for sure. You could use blanks or something, but that's not that useful, because then you would need a lot of blanks. So yeah, this is a cool setup. It was a lot of fun to work on it, but yeah, those two issues made me think I had to come up with something better, and that's what I will show you now. Okay, in this design I included some sorting logic, and this also has some flaws because you can only use um, one furnace per kind of item. Over there we had just all furnaces filling up with whatever items they could smelt. But yeah, if you want to avoid of wrong items going to a wrong furnace, you will have to introduce some sorting logic. I quickly also want to point out this is very wide. It could be stacked right beside each other, this part and this part. However, for the sake of explaining this, I pulled it apart. So it can be much more compact. So let's just quickly look what I did over here. This is the smeltable item chest, which sends item into a hopper conveyor belt. Also, I use the conveyor belt because oh, it turned to night. Okay, I didn't want to use the minecarts. They are very useful if you want to distribute items equally over many hoppers, but because I want to use sorting logic here, it's not really necessary. However, it's more efficient. It doesn't need that much iron. But yeah, I prefer the normal hopper conveyor belt. So I sort on on 6 items over here. All smeltable items I could think of. There are probably more, but I didn't know. And I've inserted an overflow chest over here, just for demonstration. Down here, let me quickly. Okay, this is the fuel chest. This also goes over a sorting logic. Anything that doesn't pass gets into this chest also. Now, don't mind the items in there. I will explain them in a second. So I sort on coal, charcoal, blaze rods, and wood. You could add multiple items if you want. Anyways, those 4 items will pass through, will go in this conveyor belt and go to this station. It's the same, it's the linear setup like over there. And this minecart will distribute the fuel over all these furnaces. And yeah, the same happens with the smeltable items. They get distributed like this. I've added some chests over here just for some kind of buffer. They get inserted into the furnaces, and once they are done, they will all items will get pulled out, get over here with the simple item elevator. So let's quickly grab some items. Okay, like this. Let's first start with these one. You can see items arriving here and think, well, but you sorted on netherrack and you sorted on coal. Yes, but that's because I insert coal in this chest and netherrack in this chest. So let's just see what happens. I won't insert that much now. Like this. Coal ends up here, and if we wait for a moment, netherrack ends up here. So yeah, that's the safety built in with the sorter logic. Now let's just do some of this, do some of this. Yep, I did. Okay, some iron, some gold, more netherrack. Like this. Let's just insert a few wrong items. Some more iron ore, clay. Okay, good. A blaze rod, and we can just I can remove this one now. We can wait and see what happens. Let me quickly go down over here. Okay, you can see the iron ore arriving here. Things are filling up, and Did I? I did. Okay, where did my blaze rod go? Okay, here. What is this? Oh. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, turns out I made a little mistake there. I added some more hoppers because these one were powered and locked by this. So yeah, everything insert into this line over here. Let's quickly follow it. It goes like this. So well, maybe I should make it a bit more clear. Like this. But again, in survival, I encourage you to stack things together. But yeah, okay. Let's quickly insert the fuel again and see what happens. We can watch it come through here. Blaze rods are filtered out, and they will be distributed by the minecart over here. And you can see all the which item needs to go in here. Oh, gold ore. Oh, I didn't insert any. No, I didn't. No. Okay, well that's no problem. You can hear the elevator over here working. Items are being smelted like this. And yeah, that's already it. I'm going to quickly show you how things are set up, but it's really easy actually. You take one slice and you stack it together. So I also, if you don't know how this works, the item sorters, I will. Oh, this is going to be annoying. I will insert a link in the description for my item sorting tutorial, because that's basically everything what's happening here, item sorting. So yeah, if you look at one slice of this, I got an item sorter over here sorting gold ores, got a chest as a buffer, a hopper above a furnace. Oh, here's the gold ore, nice. And hoppers pointing to an item elevator, pulling the smelted items out. At the other side, and I just you can place these chests wherever you want and just link them together with hoppers. That's no problem. At the other side we have the same setup for the fuel. Again, item sorter, very basic, and a line going to here to the filling station. This filling station I've already explained to you, but let me quickly. This is a good view of it. It's very easy to build, basic RS knowledge. And this one just departs and writes linear, distributing the needed coal. And any fuel you sort on there. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.